Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. I appreciate you coming out. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're eating a lot of cream-filled donuts with your favorite coffee, chilling out, reflecting on the past year. Hopefully you had a good year. Hope you're thinking ahead to 2024, and it's a good year for you. So, Scrapper showed up, gentleman I've dealt with 3 times so far. The first time I met him, he came with the scrapper that delivers. They came together. I ended up buying mowers from both of them at that time. Then he showed up not too long ago alone. I happened to be working out front on a Saturday. He swung by. So I ended up telling him he could come on the weekends, and but I should be here working on stuff. So he showed up yesterday with these fine beauties. I have not had a chance to mess with them or try them out. He had 3 mowers, a pressure washer, and he also had a Subaru powered like 5,000 watt generator. I pulled over the generator and I couldn't feel any compression. I kind of looked at the mowers and then went back to the generator and tried it one more time. Felt like it was just pulling over too easy, so I left that on his trailer, truck. The thing weighed half a ton. I didn't want to get it on the ground and then decide I didn't want it and have to get it back up onto his truck. So I just took the light stuff. I passed on the generator. I got enough generators. So I happened to be messing with this. This came out of the group of 10 from my Yak ahead. I already used the engine on another machine. I was just getting ready to disassemble this thing. Save the rear end, the wheels. The front axle has to go because all the nuts are rusted. I can't get the front axle off. Or maybe I can pull the axle off and leave the plastic. So the only thing I have here to test this junk out is some carb cleaner. That's all we're going to do with this lot. So didn't even pull any of these over when he unloaded them. I just looked at them and I gave him a price. I told him $55. So I came up with $55. I figured $25 for the Craftsman. It's a newer machine. Wheels look like they're in good shape, so I figured 25, 35, 45, 55, 10 for all this other stuff. But I threw the money down for the Craftsman. 25 I thought on that. So I didn't give him the breakdown. I just said 55 and he was happy to get 55. So what do we got? We got a Poulan Pro here, 5-horse. It's a 2015. No fuel cap. There's a sticker here. Preferred turf equipment, 850 Cattleman Road, Sarasota, Florida. Every customer something. I can't read that. Every customer pays the maximum amount. No, it didn't say that. Never had a machine from this preferred turf equipment before. Looks like it's an old sticker. They probably sold this unit maybe. So I have gas caps for all these plastic types. Oh, looky, there's fuel in there. Let's see if it sat outside. What do you say? Let's just do a little quick on the fuel. See if this 2015 has water in the tank right away. I just banged my foot on the Boland's handle. That wasn't good. I don't need a shattered kneecap before 2024. Okay, I know where my turkey baster is in my cup. The issue is this thing's been in so much gas, the plastic's melted shut. I'm going to have to take a razor and cut a little tip off of this plastic. You guys want to send me a new turkey baster? They're $1.25 at Dollar Tree. I think I got a couple of new ones around. I bought 3 at one time. It's time to bust out a new turkey baster. Okay, I'm going to cut the end of it off. This is really soft plastic, but I'm sure the gasoline has no mercy. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I didn't make it too big. Hopefully we get something out of this. What do you say? Okay, we're going to do that. Looks like this thing's been in a garage and they did some spray painting. Lawrence Carroll would not be happy with this overspray because it's not going to shine up with ATF. Okay, I lied. I need one more tool. I want to check oil, and the yellow dipstick here is stuck. But it's nothing that a big fat snap-on screwdriver won't take care of. While it looks like preferred turf, put it at the right level, and it's well used. So we'll try to start this thing and then turn it over, see if it even has a blade on it. We're going to do things all ass backwards today just because it's the last day of the year. We're not going to follow any rules. It's going to be a shit show from the beginning. If I can't get this thing threaded, I'm going to leave it off. No, I won't. I'm just going to try to get a couple of threads started. Nice weekend so far, weather-wise. Southwest Florida, mid-60s, 67, 65, something like that. It's a lot better than you guys up north. Okay. Wow. I always say wow when I take a fuel sample. I'll take 3 draws, but we only needed 1 draw on this. Oh my word. This is pathetic. Mostly water. Look at this. Yeah, it is mostly water. You can see the line there. A little bit of gas at top, but the whole bottom of this thing is contaminated water. We've got some yard debris in there. Small layer of gasoline on the top. So that's that. Probably what you'd expect with no fuel cap on it. And the invisible air filter. I love those. They don't cost too much. They're very inexpensive. We're going to move the monster away from the engine and we're going to juice it. I'm going to get back there and pull. Hopefully the safety brake cable is good enough. Okay, I gave it a triple shot of that juice just to overcome all that water. Okay, safety cable did engage. Let's pull with all our might. 2 pulls, 3, 4, and 5 is all she took. Good compression, a little bit of smoke, not worried about that. Let me turn this over. This will be a $130 unit next year, spring of 2024. I may take some acetone and try to get rid of this sparkle paint job. Okay, let me get you down here. Yeah, we need another blade. It's just worn out here on the back side. Got some wear here on the leading edge. I have some of these single hole blades that I got at Lowe's, 21s and 22s. Yeah, they were discounting them, so I got them real cheap. I bought a whole crap load of them this year. Okay, so we need a blade and a cap. The model number looks like Papa Romeo 500 November 21 Sierra Hilo. Is your model number, 21-inch serial number. And I can't read the product number. Looks like product number, model number. Where is this thing made? Assembled in USA. Not lining you up right on the camera. Okay, so that was a good deal for $10. I'm happy with that. Blade and cap, and a little sprucing up for this thing. So good $10 buy there. I'm not complaining so far. Triple turd power more engine, 140cc overhead valve. Let's look at this piece of crap. I don't have much confidence in these. First thing is first, they were cutting it really low to the ground. The adjusters up here at the most bottom level, same for the back. I don't know what they were cutting. It doesn't look like it came from a golf course. That's the only place you would cut that low, on the greens. Okay, time for sample on the triple turd. So far, I'm happy. I think with what I spent, there's going to be some potential. I'll get my money back on that Poulan Pro. I was just pouring the water from the Poulan Pro into a second container so I can fuel sample this thing. Okay, there is a little bit of fuel in it. Oh, it looks like straight fuel. I don't see any water. That debris is residual from the Poulan Pro, but it looks kind of clean. So, somebody's calling me about a mower. Let's check this thing out. Check out the oil first. Make sure it's got oil. Oh, oh, that's not good. The most important thing, the lifeblood of a small engine, and I think we're lacking it here. This would be one where you sit it on top of the hole, you don't screw it down, and we're not showing anything on the dipstick. I do see a little bit of oil in there at the very, very bottom, but not enough to do the job. This is a Zhongqin made engine for Powermore. Okay, I screwed it all the way in and it didn't even touch. So I would think that's an issue. You've got to help these Powermores along as best you can, and that means keeping up on maintenance. Running them without oil is no. They're a cheap made mower to begin with. 141cc. Trying to read the date code upside down. Come on. 18, date of manufacture. First month of 2018. Fuel doesn't seem to be an issue. I didn't see any water or anything. So maybe this thing blew up from lack of oil. And probably poor filtration. I think they may have taken a Briggs & Stratton air filter and tried to stuff it in here. Just by the looks of this thing, the lines, I don't think this goes with this machine. Primer bulb looks really thin and worn out. Yeah, I think that's an issue. The thing is so soft and paper thin, I don't think it's pushing anything. Let me pull it over and see what it does, and then we'll juice it. Okay, little kickback there. Okay, that was a big kickback. It yanked out of my hand. I don't want to get hurt again. So, what do we got? Internal damage, or did they hit something? Hit a rock. Oh, okay. What do you think of that? I don't think I've seen one that was worn off almost into a point here on both sides. This is like crazy. I'm glad you're with me today to witness this abnormality. Okay, let me try to pick a point. Slightly off. So I don't know, we might have to look at this one. Might be a keyway issue. I'm going to give it one more try without getting hurt. Either they hit something with it or the valves are out of adjustment. This thing kicked back terribly. Yeah, it almost started, but it ripped my shoulder. Okay, so the owner may have gotten scared with this thing making that much noise because of the blade. All that rattling is blade noise. I'm going to try to put another blade on it and see if we still have kickback issue after I do the valve adjustments. That'll be the order of this thing: valve adjustment and another blade. So this is a mystery so far on the Power, the 2018 Power. So they dogged this thing into the ground by running that blade to near extinction. Okay, best for last, hopefully. Cables on this thing are intact, not rusty. It appears this thing was stored inside maybe until he picked it up. That's probably from his yard, but I don't see any surface rust. What year do we got? 2015. Oh, nearly a full tank of gas. Let's see if we got watery gas. Kind of surprised that Power started. And then we'll talk about the pressure washer. Yeah, I was hopeful on that thing because I got the wand and the hose with it. Usually people keep the hose and the wand in case they get another unit. Okay, a lot of debris, a lot of sand or something. Can you see all that down at the bottom? Dirt. Besides that, the fuel looks relatively new and clean. Just a ton and ton of debris. Dirty gas can that they're using to fill this thing. I haven't seen one with the paper pleats have nearly filled up where they're even. Can you see that? How full this thing is of garbage. Look at that. I think I know what the issue is without doing anything. This thing couldn't get a breath of fresh air if it was begging Father Time. Let's try it with the plugged up filter, and then we'll take this off. And then we'll look underneath. Automatic choke. Okay, a little smoky. I'm glad I paid $25 for this. This might be a simple resurrection. A little basic maintenance. So this thing is spitting out some oil here, and it's covering Mr. Snake. You can see it percolating right there, the oil. So let's get a rag, check the oil here, because it was smoking and there was a little bit of oil buildup on that filter, or quite a bit of oil buildup. It could have been dirt and oil. Well, I haven't seen one where it's nearly even with the pleats. You could see when we removed it, it ran a whole lot better. This thing was snuffing out the engine. Let me get I've got a paper towel in my back pocket. And then we're going to talk about Ace is the place. We got another one here with the sticker on it. It's at the right level. They got it at the right level. We'll turn this one over, look underneath real quick. So this thing here is going to be the money maker. Front wheel drive worked. Paid or figured it was worth 25, and my dream came true. So is this the original blade and not used very much? 2015, and there's a lot of meat on it. No sandblasting back here on the uplift. A little bit of touch up and this would touch up. Surface rust here. It may have sat outside in a shed maybe, or carport. This may be the original. It looks like it's really tightened down, and the little knobbies are offset here, because this thing is really pushed in. There should be a little bit of bow to it. They really clamped the shit out of it. I'm guessing when they put it together, and we'll discuss that, if I can get it on all four wheels without hurting myself. Okay, dollar DG, Ace Hardware, South Tamiami Trail, Sarasota, Florida. Your convenient neighborhood hardware store. Tamiami Trail is also known as US 41. And that goes north. That was the only way to get to Florida back in the day, is US 1 on the other coast, US 41 on our coast. The west coast of Florida, everybody knows US 1 goes from Key West all the way up to the coast of Maine, probably all the way to the Canadian border, US 1. So I'm happy with that. Crafty. So we got this pressure washer. It's an XL by DeVilibus Air Power Company. I had put water to it and pulled the trigger here on this self-contained tip, and no water's coming out of it. So we got a blockage. So I'm not going to try starting this thing. Because I don't want to damage the pump. With water on, pulling the trigger, you should have a small stream of water coming through the system, so something's blocked up. We got a blockage in the pump or a blockage here on the high pressure side, or it could be up here. So I got to do some poking around, start taking some things off and figure out where that blockage is. I don't want to start this with a dry pump. Let's see if we can see the model year of this thing. Looks like 5th month, 9th day of 2001. So a 20, soon to be 23-year-old unit. Quantum 6 horse. Tank looks like it's in good condition. So hopefully I can get that water blockage rectified. Deal with this one. Scrapper said he had talked to the guy that put it out. They were from New York and brought this down. They had put gas in it, he said, and it wouldn't start. So the deal with these, any power equipment you let sit, if it had some old fuel in it, it could have varnished up the carburetor. If he didn't use any stable, we may have a fuel related issue. I'm going to do a fuel sample. There's a little bit down there. I think I can get a small sample out of that. Not much. It's going to be hard. Yep. I think I can do it if I tilt everything forward. Right now, it's just too shallow. Looks old and it's murky. It's not clear, so we may have contaminated fuel on this Quantum. That doesn't look healthy. It'll probably settle down here in a minute and we'll have a couple of layers. So unblock the pump. Maybe there's calcium or something blocking the intake. We're going to have to look at that. And a carb clean. This 01 should be a nice seller. I think the last one I had was a Ryobi and I got 150 for it. So this time of year, people are pressure washing because it's not blistering hot. They can do their house and driveway and not die of heat stroke when you've got the 65 to 70 degree temperatures. Now's the time to pressure wash. So if I can get this up and running, this will be a good seller. I just got to do some poking around, figure out why we have water blockage. Well, I appreciate you coming out, checking out this lot of 3 mowers and the pressure washer for $55. I think I'm happy. We don't know about this one, vibration and hard to pull over with kickback. This one needs a little of attention. It started with no issues, water in that tank, and then the king of the crop, this crafty 725 plugged up air filter, did this poor machine in. So this will be my money maker here, 170, 180 maybe. I'll try to find a bag that'll fit it. Takes the standard bag, which fit a lot of these high wheelers. It may not say crafty on it, but it'll catch the grass. Anyway, thanks for coming out. Happy Sunday, happy New Year's Eve. Like I said, I hope you guys have a good and prosperous, healthy 2024. Keep coming back to see these videos of junk on 4 wheels, and as always, tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing a fine job, and they really like to get tipped. Thanks for coming out. Let me know what you think. 3 mowers, $455. 3.5 mowers, that's like half a mower right there. The engine, at least, I'll call that half. 3.5 piles of junk for $55. Talk to you soon.